Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I want to educate you as much as I can through my own mistakes, some things I was doing during the training session looking back on that I have noticed myself, and I want to now use that as a piece of education to help you get better yourself. So we're on the back squat here, as you can see, and we've moved up an extra 5 kilos, so we're up to 105 kilos now. We're trying to perform this for about 3 to 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. I got about 8 reps in most of my sets. Now there's something I noticed during this movement that I didn't do beforehand, and I felt a wee bit tired the last day, and that's something you might want to note. If you're feeling tired, it might not be the best idea to move up weight. Sometimes that can cause some issues. For example, your technique might not be on point because you are feeling a bit more tired, you're not tuned in as properly. So don't get me wrong, I'm squatting pretty decent here, but there is something I noticed, and at the bottom of my foot on the right hand side, as you can see on the screen here, my ankle was caving in. Now the reason for this was because I was pointing my toe too far out, I was pointing my feet too far out, and this can cause a bit of a power leak. Now don't get me wrong, opening up the hips is a good thing to do. If you are more hip dominant and you need that space in your hips, you can point your toes out, but for me, I was pushing them too far out for me, and this here was causing some power leak at the bottom of my squat because the ankle was kind of caving in almost, and this was causing me not to get the best out of this movement. So it's just something I noticed during the squat the other day that I wanted to bring forth into this video so I can help educate you and give you a better understanding on ways that you can look at your video. Overall, the squat went pretty well. I performed all my 8 reps for the sets that I done, and I was happy with moving up the weight. Here we have the bench press. I'm now up to 95 kilos. I performed 6 reps here. Now this is a touch and go bench press. This here would not classify in a competition, for example a powerlifting competition, as you would need to pause. Now you can train with pauses, there's definitely nothing wrong with it, but for the weight that I'm using here, touch and go, there's nothing wrong with it, especially because I'm only training in the gym. This isn't a competition, so I'm not worried too much about it. And the last movement of the day, again, we're on the bench, but this time I had a personal best, and I was pretty happy with this here. I'm using a lot of drive here within my triceps, chest, even my glutes, and sometimes you can notice actually it almost looks like my glutes are about to rise off the bench, but what I'm actually doing is I'm using like almost like a hip thrust, and this gets me that extra wee bit of power. So this is 80 kilos on the bar. I managed to get, I think, 13 reps there. You can count back if you want, and I was just happy to perform this movement as best as I can. Thanks for watching, see you soon.